All right, welcome back to the IY podcast. Today, I got a new guest on today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Ben.
Yo, what it is, man, it's GP45. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, originally residing right now in Houston. It's an honor to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad you showed up. You know what I mean? I'm really grateful you came out and took some time to join me today, man. I just want to kind of, get to hear your story, how you got into rapping. You got a clothing brand and shit now. I mean, you're doing a lot of shit, so how'd you get into all this? Like, where did it begin?
Well, it began, I actually had a love for music ever since, as far as I can remember. My dad used to make music. So I would say it probably just came from when I was a child, man, just my love for music. And then me getting older and finding out what it takes to pursue it and feeling like I'm capable. And, here we are now, about 7 years later. And I just keep progressing, and it's just something that I feel like I was born to do. My dad even used to make music, so it's almost hereditary.
Damn, for real. Like, did he have any songs or anything that came out or anything?
Yeah, it was definitely like I got family members and friends of the family that then told me about songs and stuff like that, and saying that my dad was real good and stuff like that. So definitely.
Damn. So he put you on the music at a young age, so you were
Well,
already knowing about it.
he didn't even put me on because honestly, my dad's been in prison since I was 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah, straight. So like, it was just something like, that's why I used the word hereditary, because nobody really taught me. It was just something that was in me. And then as I started looking outside of myself, I seen that it was actually in other family members. Like my dad, I got a brother from my dad, and now he's he's rapping, and but he on this deal, which is cool too, because it sounds good. But he actually does music now, and I got other family members that do music as well. So
damn. So yeah,
it's almost in the family.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, when you first started and shit, like, what was your turning point? Like when you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna pursue with my life.
Well, actually, it was I was a freshman in college. So I was probably like just turned 18 or 19 years old, and one of my friends, his name is Suave, he had passed away, and he used to make music. And I was in college and I was playing football, but I had got hurt, so I wasn't attending the practices or nothing like that. I had a lot of free time on my hands. So when that happened with my bro of October, I think it was October 2012, I just kind of told myself, like, you know what, I'm gonna pursue this now. And since he's not here, and something just told me, like, go ahead and start writing and start doing it. And that's really what kind of turned me into doing it seriously, because I always liked music. I remember me record. I've been writing rap since I was 12, but football was really my passion. Then I got hurt and my friend passed away, and something just inside of me was like, yeah, do that. And I BS you not, bro. That was probably the best decision that I ever made in my life.
Damn, yeah.
Besides being a Muslim.
Damn, dude. That's just crazy. Like, it's just like crazy, you know what I mean? Like how we just kind of fall into shit, like, cause you were totally into, like football and doing all that, you know what I mean? And then like, you fall into doing something else, and now you're doing rapping, it's just like crazy, like how you think you're doing, like, what you want to do, but then you had totally changed to something else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's definitely like they say, they got a little saying, if you want to laugh, tell God your plans. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Because sometimes we think we got it figured out, and we think that we know what our calling is and our destiny, but God always has something bigger for yourself than you can even imagine. So, as long as you open-minded and willing to do what you feel like is your purpose, man, you'll be surprised where God guides you. You might end up doing something that you never thought you, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not sure, but I don't know if you knew that you would be interviewing today. No. I don't think kids grew up being like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna be a podcaster one day, and I'm gonna take it to the next level, and I'm gonna be one of the best there is. And now look at you on the verge of doing that.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I never ever thought about doing this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But last year I was just like, no, man, it'd be kind of pretty cool. Start a clothing brand and then, do this, I mean, because I started out with the clothing brand, invest in yourself, but then I wanted to give the brand a voice, what I'm saying? So I started doing interviews with people and reaching out and then, getting their definition of how they invest in themselves and what they're
Yeah.
doing, just like you know what I mean? Just pursuing what you really want to do in life. And that's cool as fuck that, you went to college doing football
And
and then now you're, oh, did it cut out a little bit? Okay, but yeah, I mean, like, but I was saying, like, it's just, cool. Like, I mean, what was you going to college for?
I'm so sorry somebody had called me. But no, I was so initially I went to college. I was really undecided on my major. I went to East Texas Baptist University. Shout out to them. It's a school in Marshall, Texas. I went there for a year. I really just was going to football. I mean, to school to play sports. I always knew I never wanted a job like a corporate position. I always knew that I was going to be somebody that had a significant amount of money, and I'm not there yet. But I'm saying one day I always felt like I'd be in position. So I didn't go to school for anything besides basic stuff. But when I did transfer that next year, because I ended up going to the University of Houston the next year, and there I studied human development and family studies. And that's when it was kind of a crazy point because that's where I realized I didn't want to go to school anymore. I wanted to do music, but I also realized how much I was intrigued with what I was studying, which is human development and family studies. And I feel like that correlates to just music and life in general, because that particular study is what it says. It's studying human development and the family. So basically, I was just learning about the human development and the brain and why we do what we do and all that helps me to understand more about our people, which, like I said, was kind of crazy because I realized at that point I realized also grew more of an understanding for education and knowledge all over again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird, but yeah,
that's cool that you've even found, with something like that, like that how you can, put it into your music and, find some kind of way to apply that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, you went there and you learned that shit and applied it to the music. Like that's cool as fuck that you were able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what after that, like
that.
so after that, like when you went to after you got done with school, I mean, and you were going onto the road to rapping, like what was the mindset? You know what I mean? Because did you get the degree?
No. So
No,
I left. I did 2 years total in college. I didn't get a degree. I didn't finish. I just after my last semester, I just didn't return. I just didn't re-enroll.
Right. So like,
after, yeah,
no,
you good. I think you said after that, like what was like the road at that point?
Yeah, like what was like, what was like everyone's feelings, around you about that for leaving school and then pursuing what you really wanted to do, rap? Like what was the mindset like with everybody around you? Like they had been tripping, right?
Well, no, because I don't think it was something that I probably like actually came out and said, because after school, like I did great my first year at ETBU. I came to U of H. I still did okay the first semester. Then after that, I was completely like, you know what? I probably wasn't even going to class and stuff. I was just more so doing music, making connections, whatever the case may be. So, but I still made it through the semester. So you got the summer come now. I go back home to Port Arthur and I get a job. So I'm working at Walmart for a couple months. And then a situation came where I'm talking about it was fluke. It wasn't even my fault, bro, but it was destiny. I ended up getting put out the house. So I had already wanted to move to Houston anyway, because I just went to school. I seen the environment. I'm like, okay, bet. So bam, I called my friend. I'm like, yo, bro, because we had planned on moving like a month or two later. I'm like, hey, blah, 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 this happened, man, let's go ahead and go. Let's move to Houston. So we moved to Houston. After that, I guess I just did, because like I said, I never said anything like I wasn't going back to school, but I ended up moving to Houston on my own. And I just started working, and I found a job out here or whatever. I think nobody really could say anything because I was working. I had, like, it was like, I wasn't just sitting down, not doing anything. I was, focusing on finances at this point versus going to school. So nobody really could say anything. I think my mom probably was like, I don't know, really on the fence. She never been like not supportive of what I do. I'm pretty sure she wanted me to stay in school, but I don't really think nobody had nothing negative to say.
That's good, because a lot of people, when certain situations like that happen, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? They don't have that kind of support, and it fucks with them, and they might change their mind and make them go back to school and not do what they really want. You know what I'm saying? But like in your case, you didn't have people saying that shit. So like, that's cool as fuck. You had, like you said, your mom has always supported you no matter what. So you know what I'm saying? So that's good, because it can always change someone's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just, I'm going back to school, and then these people were talking shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you continue to do what you wanted to do.
Thanks.
So when you moved out to Houston, oh my bad, go ahead.
No, I was telling you it had cut out.
Oh, there. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. I mean, do you have anything connected, or do you have a lot of stuff on your internet?
I got Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi on. I can turn it off my phone, and then I think we'll be okay for now.
That's what I did too just now. That's why everyone
disconnect everything.
Yeah. But when you moved out to Houston, below that, where you're at now, I mean, what was, how did you continue to make relationships? Because you met JStone, Bun B, and other people as well. But how did you make those connections? And start coming up?
Well, each situation is different, but I would say to summarize how I've probably made a lot of these connections was simply just being out there, getting my music out there, promoting myself, being, for example, I met JStone 2013, 2014 at a concert, at Nipsey Hussle concert at Warehouse Live for the Crenshaw tour.
Oh, damn.
That's how long ago that was. I actually met, and that was just me being, knowing someone that was real close, a producer that was working with Nip. He brought me backstage. I met Nip, met JStone and all of them. Then afterwards, after the show, we was on the tour bus kicking it and stuff, and we just hit it off, and we've been cool ever since. So I would say just by being out and about, networking. I would have never met JStone if I decided to stay home that night. You know what I'm saying? Or so sometimes it's just like that. And for example, how I ended up linking with Lil Kiki. My uncle actually seen him in the airport and put him on my music. Damn. And then Lil Kiki ended up reaching out back to my uncle, asking him for my number, and we've been cool ever since. So in that situation, that's just me being out promoting myself, getting the music to my uncle, and then putting your best foot forward while you're in the studio, having the music actually be as good as you can make it at that point. And when the opportunity presented itself, the music stood the test of time in that situation, and along with everybody else that rock with me, they not only rock with me for personal reasons, but also because my music is good. So I would say just by making quality music and networking and being out there, you can't be at home. I travel everywhere, man, and every time it's on my own dime. So it's just going and being outside, going to LA and having a friend out there in LA, and going to the studio and meeting another friend and investing in yourself. You might have to pay this person for a feature, but you never know where that relationship might take you. Because if you want to get on somebody's good side, spend some money with them, and then see how they treat you afterwards. A lot of people I talk to still to this day, and we're not the best of friends, but they might respond to me because they know that the business is serious. So if I hit them up, I might, they know that if we're doing business, the business is going to be legit. And you know what I'm saying? So.
Damn, man. Yeah, you explained that shit perfect. You just got to really put yourself out there and put your product out there, and advertise it and go out there and meet these people. But, that's a really good answer right there. So like when when you go about, making these relationships, like, that you, like you said, they continue to last, some might, kind of fall out, but like you said, you just gotta like, say, show them a good time and
Yeah.
fuck with them.
Continue to show yourself as an asset. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Always, you stay working, you stay relevant, it keeps you an asset. It makes people want to do business with you. They see you progressing in your brand. They see you growing. They see you working with different people. Just how you did it, bro. And sometimes you don't have to have all the credentials. It's about how you come. You know what I'm saying? You come real respectful and this and that, and it's already invest in yourself. So like, I feel like that mindset alone is something that's gonna take you farther, and it's gonna align you with like-minded people that's gonna help you, and it's also gonna help others, because this platform is visible to other people. So not only when you talking to the people, they're gonna be getting information from you. You're giving them information. You might teach them something they don't know, but now both of y'all viewers are learning something as well. And that's basically how I got to the point that I am at, just watching Nipsey interviews, Jay-Z interviews, people having conversations and learning from one another. So,
right. No, thank you, man. I do appreciate that, and that's what I did too. I've always watched all of Nipsey's interviews because really he had a really good mindset, what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, I want to be on that fucking level, and so, I listened to them all, and then I was just like, listen to the interviewer guys as well, what they would ask them and how they would do it, and it really helps, you know what I mean? But like, you're right, just having this conversation, recording it, and people will listen and see it, you know what I'm saying? It might be in 10 years, you know what I'm saying? It might be fucking a year, you know what I mean? But like, people are eventually going to see it, and that's what's great about this shit. And
hey man, if we could teach one person something, then
that's it.
Hey, job well done.
Right. And that's all that fucking matters, you know what I mean? But it's cool, I really like doing this shit, because then I get to speak to people like you that understand, how this shit's a grind, and like really break down the process of, getting your brand out there, getting your music out there, because you also got a clothing brand too, right? So how do you promote that shit?
Well, I actually created a whole nother Instagram account specifically for the campaign merch. Yeah. So that's one of the ways, just giving that brand a platform for itself. Also, I started working with sorry, I'm receiving a call. People love to call me.
You all good.
I started godly. I started working with somebody else as well. I'm doing an interview right now, love. I started working with somebody else that specializes in marketing and branding. So basically, I just got with somebody who believes in my vision, and also is constantly working on merch. That's what they do for a living, in branding and marketing. So that's pretty much how I market. I got a team helping. I got somebody helping me to market and brand my merchandise.
Damn, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, because obviously you can be a part of different things, but like the music is like your main thing, so the clothing, you need help and shit with, what I'm saying, to market and promote, because it's not easy, what I mean? And doing two different things at a time, it's gonna, it's gonna be a little tricky, what I mean? Because obviously your main passion is, rapping and shit, and then the clothing comes with it. That's what's cool, what I mean? Because like, you can brand yourself, have your own fucking, in all your music videos. You have the campaign business, you have the hat and the Soul Search video and shit, I mean,
yeah,
and you talk about it, and that's another way you promote it and advertise it. They go together, they're hand in hand, you know what I mean?
Thanks. See, and I didn't even think about it like that. You're right. That's another way that promotes the brand, is the music videos.
Yeah, and they definitely fucking do.
Heck yeah. So now I didn't think about that. You know what? I might just start wearing strictly campaign business in my video.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm wearing. I always wear my business or my shit in my videos,
I like that shirt too. I'm gonna have to get one.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'll send you the link, man. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check your shit out too, though. For real, you got a website and everything?
Yeah, campaignbusiness.store. And
Okay.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got, what do you got? Well, God, you got hats for sure. I know that. Shirts.
Yeah, we got some hats. We got I think we got 4 hats online right now. We got like I want to say like 4 different design t-shirts. We got a couple hoodies on there. We're actually about to launch a new design, actual new line for the winter that's gonna go along with my my new project I'm gonna work on. I just did a little distribution deal with So South Music.
Really?
Distribution,
Damn.
yeah. So I'm finna do a project with them. So I'm finna have, new merch. We finna do a couple shows and, just try to keep trying to continue the progress, man. That's
Hell
all
yeah.
we do. As
Hell
long as
yeah.
our new move is better than our last move, we're okay, man. We're gonna keep pushing.
Fuck yeah, that's right. Well, so what is your process? You know what I mean with the clothing? You make all the logos, right?
Yeah, well, so for the most part, I come up with the rough drafts,
Yeah.
and I'll go and sit with the designer, the graphic designer, and we'll, put it together and kind of refine what I came up with, and then I'll leave it with him, and then he'll take it and do what he does, and then bring it to life.
Yeah, dude, that's what I have to do too. Cause I mean, if you've seen my rough drafts of my shit, dude, I look like a
Oh,
kindergartner, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Mine is definitely my handwriting and drawing isn't that good, but
Yeah,
I can
mine.
good to get somebody to understand what I'm saying.
No, yeah, for sure. Me too. But so how did that start? You know, campaign business. What does that mean to you?
So campaign business is basically it started as from like kind of like like almost like a slogan or like a thing. It comes from like the movement campaign for greatness that
Right.
I'm a part of. So it's and that stands for campaign for greatness. So that's the actual movement. So campaign business is like, it's something that we'll say or caption in our pictures or something like that whenever we like you might like for example, if I'm performing on stage in Dallas or some shit, you know what I'm saying? That's campaign business because I'm part of campaign for greatness.
Yeah.
So that's like it's almost like if Apple does something, oh, that's Apple's business, that's Apple business. Or if
Yeah.
you know, if you out there selling shirts or something on the block, you making some money, your people see you, that's part of your movement, they'll be like, oh, that's invest in yourself business. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it started kind of like a slogan, like, or like an acknowledgement of campaigning for greatness. Like,
Yeah.
oh, campaign business. You feel me? Like, yeah, you already know if I'm doing something, to be like, oh, dang, that was tough. Oh, yeah, you already know campaign business, you know what's going on type deal. So I just kind of took it and I kind of made it like, just not just a slogan, but also like just a way of life too. Even though we already campaigning for greatness, campaign business is basically the same thing. It's just the act of campaigning. So
Yeah.
if campaigning for greatness, then that is campaign business. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah, that's fucking dope as fuck, man. I like that. I always love to hear, people's definition or what it means to them, with that clothing brand. That's cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I mean, not shit. I advertise that shit every day. I'll be wearing my clothes, like you said in your videos and shit. I mean, hell yeah, wear that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And just being you, you know what I mean, and just put it out there every day. And then that's when people see it and shit.
Cause I mean, like you said it, bro. Like, dang, like that's probably the biggest tool for marketing for me personally when it comes to the brand is to put the clothes into the videos. So you feel me? There we go. Like I told you, you can teach people, man. You teaching and we learning, man.
Yeah.
So that's something watch you're gonna see. You can look forward to me wearing the brand more into the videos because that is a tool of promotion, and I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah, it's a hell of a good way to promote it because I mean, think about that fucking Soul Search song. You were
Yeah.
wearing that shit, your brand, because that's how I became aware of you as an artist because personally, I think you was the hardest motherfucker on that song, dude. Like I love all the other guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thought you did, outdid it, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I fuck with JStone all of them, you know what I mean? But I thought
Yeah.
yours was the hardest and was like, damn, this dude's dope. I'm gonna check him out, and I started checking you out and then eventually hit you up to do an interview. But
Yeah.
dude, like that shit was cool as fuck. But you're wearing the hat and shit. you know, you wearing that, you know, so you advertise that shit on that major fucking song, you know,
Like,
with the
yeah,
major artists, you know what I mean? So like
I
those
didn't even think.
opportunities.
Yeah, I didn't even think, and I wasn't even looking at it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear my shit just so like people could see it and wanna shop with it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever
Yeah.
it can be. But that's almost like a commercial.
Yeah, for real. A major
You gotta
fucking
look at it like
commercial.
that. That's a commercial because that's probably that's definitely the most viewed video that I'm in. I think it's almost like at 700K, and that ain't even
Yeah.
here yet.
How did that song come about? How did you get a feature on there?
Man, so JStone sent me that song, man, like so long ago, bro. Like
Really?
so, yeah, he sent me that song. Let me see if I pull it up. I probably got the actual date, but he sent me the song. When he sent me the song, Trae wasn't even on it.
Really? It's just him then? And the
Yeah,
chorus?
him and Liravelli. Now,
Right.
mind you, I didn't even know Liravelli up until that point. Like, so he
Damn.
just but he did. He so just Stone sent me that song for sure. Like 2019 or something. But when he sent it to me, it was just his verse and Liravelli verse. So he sent it to me. A couple months go by, whatever. We don't really talk about it or nothing. And then I think I did the verse, and then I sent it to him, and then like maybe like a week later, he sent it back to me, and it had Trae on there. And I'm like, oh shit. Like,
Dude, I bet
damn.
you were like, oh shit, because he's from Houston, right? He's
Yeah,
Texas, Houston.
I'm from Port Arthur, but I grew up listening to it's like
Right.
yeah, you know, I grew up where UGK is from. So I grew up listening
Damn.
to UGK, Trae the Truth, Lil Key, like, you know,
That had
and
to
here
be a fucking
I'm
surprise.
I'm on a song with this guy. I'm like, whoa, this is great. Then he sent me like a few months later or whatever after that, he sent me the track list for the album. And like, yeah, you on the album. I'm like, dang, man, this it's crazy.
No,
Then he
that
like
is.
a few months after that, he hit me up, hey, we coming to Houston. Let's to do the Soul Search video. Wow, wow, wow. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude, that shit was dope as fuck. Like that video, the whole song went together so good, dude. That song was clean as fuck. That shit
Appreciate
that shit's been out or for he made it back in 2019 and just came out with it this year, right?
it. Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy, bro, because I've gained a lot of fans and a lot of respect from doing that song.
Yeah, shit. That's where I found you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And I thought you were the best on that fucking track.
Man, if you go to the comments and go look at them, man, bro, so many people showing love. Like, man, like I even seen somebody say like you said, never heard of this guy, but now I'm going to check his stuff out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's all it takes.
It
Just
was a blessing.
opportunities like that, man. Those relationships are the most, man.
I even seen somebody say this song saved my life, like, you know,
Re-
like verge of committing suicide or something like that. And so yeah, that song was just that song will go down in history for sure. That song will always be played and
Fuck
it's
yeah,
always
dude.
remembered.
It's a timeless fucking song. What does Soul Search mean to you?
And like finding out your purpose and finding out what's really important in life and what's your calling, what realizing that we all servants of God and that we all here just to do what we can to make the world a better place or make our families lives better. And like I said, at the end of the day, we all servants of God. So, you know, the music and everything that we do is just really a plus because we really doing this all to contribute to God's plan,
Yeah.
you know. And so that's really what soul searching is finding out what is that and where do you fit into that equation and what can you do to do God's work, you know, and to make not only yourself better, but the people around you better.
Yeah. And you definitely did on that track and let people know that exact shit. You know what I mean? Because you, like you said, someone said they're on the verge of suicide, dude. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And
Just
you don't really realize what music does to people until they tell you something like that, or till they say something about that, that's something that you're a part of. Because of course we didn't see people say that and stuff like that, and it's always, we know it's true, but you don't understand the impact of it until it happens, until somebody tells that to you, or till somebody says, hey man, seeing you do this podcast inspired me to do what to do. And then you understand make a difference, and that it should inspire you to keep being positive and keep only being positive energy, and to keep progressing every day. Try to get better than you were yesterday. Try to further yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's powerful if you can get a bunch of people to think like that.
Yeah, right. And that's the crazy thing. Like when you're living, you know, in a bad fucking mindset, you know what I mean? Like, you know, say like, you know, whenever, I don't know if you had like a bad, you know, did a lot of bad shit or something, you know, back when you was just coming up as a kid, you know what I mean? But like, you don't realize, you know, how fucked up it is, or how fucked up the situation is, or like how wrong it is, you know what I mean? But like, you know, then you look back at it, like say now, and you're like, fuck, your heart's racing, you know, like what the fuck was I thinking, or why did I do that, or what the fuck, you know, like it's just like, it's weird. But like, you know, like you said, like you have to get better every day as a person, and not really let that shit define you, or say that's you, or that's still who you are, because we always change as people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always, every day, you know. And yeah, I might fuck with you a little bit, but that's not what it is today, you know. That's not what it is no more, you know what I mean?
Nah, definitely. I feel like in a lot of times, I feel like we get discouraged because we might feel like we're alone, or we doing stuff. Like a lot of the stuff is just like, oh man, it's just me, or, you know, and I felt like that a lot. Well, not a lot, but I felt like that before. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with finding like-minded people with you and trying to build a team. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is done by yourself. It's real depressing if I don't know, but it would be for me if I just sat in this room all day, right, and I didn't talk to anyone, and I didn't like try to include anyone or network with what I'm trying to do. Not only that, but it would be hard for me to get out if I don't have any other resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, got to create genuine resources and relationships, and like also, like I mentioned earlier, remain an asset. Like, yeah, I might not have no money right now to invest in what you're doing, but I got time, right, and I got, you know, what can I do? Hey brother, this is me, such and such. I want to do this. This is how I feel like I can help you. You know, just let me, you know, stuff like that, man. Just try to, you know, it's not about having your hand out, and sometimes it's not always about making the moves that make you the money. Sometimes it's about making the moves that's important. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just in business, that's in life, period. You know, that's spending time with your family, calling grandma, calling uncle, or whoever the case may be. Yeah, we don't prioritize stuff like that because it doesn't make us any money. It doesn't create monetary value, but those things are important, and those, you know, those things can help drive you, and those things also are just right, and that adds to your blessings. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're right. That's 100% true, you know, and that's what really helps you. All those little things help you as a person and inspire you to do different shit, or to come up with different shit. Because like you said, if you're in a room all day, there's no really inspiration around you, you know what I'm saying, by yourself, you know, and you just kind of in your head alone, you know, and it fucking drives you crazy, you know what I'm saying? So like, I know what that is, you know what I mean? So I don't like doing that shit, being alone and working alone. It's good to have a team, you know, to eventually build one, you know, but that's what I got to work on, you know what I mean, to get one, you know. But like, it's crazy though, like you said, all those little things, they really do inspire you and put into your work, you know what I mean? Just going outside, going out and seeing something different, you know, and be like, oh damn, I could use that in the song, or I can hit that person up, or, you know, just you see different shit, you know. You can't trap yourself in the same environment. You gotta
don't limit yourself. And like for you in your case, man, you can go and interview anybody, bro. Even you know how you said there's not a lot going on right in Nebraska on that scene musically, probably. You never know. You can go and interview a guy who owns this certain restaurant. Might be go talk, let them know, hey, I do interviews on business people or whatever the case may be. I wanted to see if maybe I can interview. It might be a person that's from Nebraska that is an owner of a couple businesses or something. You from Nebraska, you know, interview him, and you know, ain't no telling where y'all relationship might go. He might become an investor one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it doesn't always got to be rap. Anybody that's inspirational that can encourage or inspire the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to bring light to that and to those people. You want to bring those type of people on your platform that's going to help the world. You know, that can maybe encourage or inspire or educate the next person. And a lot of people would do it, the right people, if they have that same intention. You know what I'm saying? If they truly want to help other people.
Right. No, and that's a really good idea, because that is one way to reach out to people, you know, locally, and, you know, do that. You know, I kind of have done that a little bit in the past, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's a really good way to, you know, make more connections or relationships, you know, here as a person, you know. But it's just crazy what this conversation, you know, leads to, you know. And you really get people hear the music, you know, they hear about you, or they hear about other people as such as their business and shit, but like, they don't really understand them as a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have this conversation, oh damn, this dude's fucking smart as fuck, listen to his mind, he has a great mindset, you know what I'm saying? But like, people don't really get the full side of you until they hear a conversation, you know. You know what I mean? So like, doing this shit, you just like really puts people on to like who you are as a person, and like how your mind is, and how your mind really thinks, and how you're not just saying the shit, you're about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is all from the heart, man. That's I feel like that's what's gotten me to that point. You know, I never felt like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the artist, I'm the best person rapping, or none of that. But I know I'm a damn good artist. I know I try to be a damn good person. I know I really genuinely care. And I know, you know, I try the best to have the best relationship with the man upstairs. I figure if I do all these things, that's got to equal some good. All this good got to equal some good. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being genuine and
yeah, it's got to go somewhere. It's got to be something, you know,
and not holding back. You know, yeah, I feel like it's okay to be a good, it's one thing to be a good artist, but you should always be a better person. You should never be a better artist than you are a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what comes first, being a better person. And then you go and try to be the best artist that you can be, but you have to be the best person that you can be first.
Right, because then once you start doing it as an artist, you know, like say you reach that level, you're a good person, you know how to be a good person. So now you can just naturally do it as an artist, you know what I mean? It just becomes natural. It's a natural thing, but that's just how it works. I mean, once you learn it as a person, then you can do it natural with everything else you do.
Facts.
But I wanted to talk about your new album too. A few songs off there. I'll say my favorite one off there is "Still Had to Ride" with JStone. That duo is fucking crazy, dude. Like,
yeah,
like that had to have been done in person, right? That song.
Man, yep. How'd you know that?
Because there's no way you can do a fucking duo like that, man, and not be in person like that. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, you have to be together in order to do that shit. To come up with something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, for sure. Because we all three was in the studio at the same time.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I knew.
You knew.
Because you could just tell, man. Like, the only way to make that, to really make something like that fucking dope, you know, and how it was, I guess how it was lined up, you know, it just went together like that, you know what I mean? And that was a crazy ass one. I fucking love the chorus on that shit. That's one of your buddies out in
that's the same guy. No, that's the same dude from Soul Search.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah,
Damn, I don't even think I looked at the other feature on there. Damn, really?
Yeah, interview him next, bro. I'll set that up.
Yeah, set that up, because I did reach out to him actually, but I never got a text back.
I got you. I'll tell him to do it. But yeah, that's really so. That's the one who did the Soul Search. He's from Brooklyn. He lives in New York.
So where'd you guys do that one at? Where'd you guys all meet up for that?
We did that. That was the same. I think that was the same night that we shot Soul Search video.
Damn, for real.
We made that night because we was all in Houston for the video shoot.
So you have like a lot of songs, or you have at least 4 that I've seen with you and JStone, right?
Yeah, we got
that are out.
We got On the Map.
Yep.
We got Soul Search.
Hella Paid.
We got another song called Finding Shit, featuring my bro J Dub, rest in peace. We got two songs on my tape.
Yep.
So we got probably about like 5 or 6 songs out together.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. I mean, I shit enough to make a fucking mixtape or some shit, you know.
It actually worked. Those songs were supposed to be on our mixtape. We supposed to do a tape together, me and JStone. But
dude, that'd be dope.
Timing and everything, we both busy, and you know, he's here, I'm there. So I just was like, I hit him up. I'm like, bro, I need to use the songs, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out.
Hell yeah. No, I mean, they're really good songs, you know, and I like how he says GP45 and JStone from the West Side. That's just clean as fuck.
Yeah, bro, I swear, me and my girl be saying that just like random around the house. She'll be like GP45, JStone from the West Side.
Dude, did he just fucking come up with that right off his head?
Oh, the whole song was just backwoods for the marathon, and then it was my turn. I'm brought the strap on the jet. That's a carry on, and then he got the Draco. That's a heavy gun. Steady dropping hits like I'm Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's back and forth. We just in the studio. He spit his verse. We standing. We both in the booth. It's probably like 5 people in there, bro. We just in there vibed out. And then Lyra Belly happened to walk in while we doing it and stuff. While and he like, hey, bro, I got a hook for y'all. Woo, woo. He come in. He mumbling, getting it together. Then I just been grinding this 25 we hustling. Hey, I'm talking about it wasn't a pen and paper in sight. Everybody just off the dome. The vibes was crazy that day, bro. You got Cali, Texas, and New York.
Damn, dude.
Come on, man. Don't get no bigger than that.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Holy shit. I knew that song had some fucking powerful meaning to some shit. You know what I mean? There's just
to the world. I mean, of the U.S., I say.
The U.S., yeah. No, dude, I know that. See, I mean, that's what's pretty good though. I mean, you guys have those like connections with, you know, you and JStone and what was his name again, right?
Lyra Belly.
Okay, yeah. Like you guys have those 2 songs, you know, together with Soul Search and that, you know, but and then still right, yeah, like, you know, like I could definitely see that being like some tape with all y'all on that shit.
Man,
dude.
definitely. Even people on the Soul Search video said me and Lyric need to do a tape together. And me and Lyric, we great friends, bro. Ever since then, like me and Lyric probably done the same amount of songs me and Stone did already. No cap. Me and Lyric got 3 songs on this tape. Soul Search. We got another song that's not even out yet. We didn't did like at least 4 or 5 songs.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. I mean, but like you said, man, just relationships, man.
Genuine, everybody's genuine, man. It's deeper than music, man, and you know, it can happen to anybody, man. As long as you're genuine, that's gonna take you a long way, man.
Yeah, and that main song on your album, or the title of it, was Hollywood, right?
Yeah,
I like that one. What is it has like a 14 in it, right? You spell it. What is that?
So the 14 just basically is it represents the street that my neighborhood runs on.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I'm from the west side of Port Arthur, and the 14 is the west side 14th Street. So, you know, that's just kind of paying homage to where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood that I grew up in. So
yeah, that's dope.
And my friends call me Hollywood. Some of my homeboys, they've been calling me that since probably like high school. You know, because they'll be like, oh man, they'll like probably want to mess with a certain girl or something, and I'll be like, nah, I'm cool. And they be like, you know, boy, it's Hollywood. You know what I said? Like, you know, so it's just it turned out something jokingly into actually, you know, being like a nickname.
Yeah, and then to an album.
Then to an album, right? Yeah. Shout out to the homies.
Yeah. That's cool as fuck. I like it. That had a video, right? And it had Nipsey's first interview that he did. Yeah. And you just kind of, when you're making that song, I mean, what was the process of that? Like, how did you know to put that interview in there?
I think the beat came like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't put that interview in there because I don't think I wouldn't have did it. Like, I don't think I did that.
So someone that you bought the beat.
Why I'm not sure is because I've actually put interviews in my music, like a lot of Pimp C interviews, talking and stuff like that. And I think I've used Nip before as well, but on that one, I don't think that I did that. Now I did tell the video man to put the scenes from that interview to line it up with the words, but I can't take credit for putting it in the actual beat. I think wherever I got the beat from, it was like that.
Damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. It was really good. I mean, the song and the word in the interview went right with it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
I really fuck with that one.
That's probably that's one of my best songs for sure.
Yeah, and the whole thing, you're just like, Nipsey taught you about the business side. Was that through interviews or through actual conversations, or? No, you said you watch his interviews too.
Yeah. No, I watched all his interviews and just music. It's the interviews and the music. It's nothing he said directly to me, even though.
Right. Yeah, he said a lot in his music about.
I've spoken to Nip directly. By that time, by the time I met Nip, I already was learning. So and every time I never had to talk to him about it because the information was already out there. You know what I mean?
No,
it was nothing to talk about. When I see him, it'll just be like, hello, what's up, blah blah blah, and then you back chilling in the environment. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, I do got it. Let's see. These few questions I usually ask everybody. What is a lesson that you learned from business that you may have got screwed out of, fucked over, or that you just learned a lesson from that wasn't a good way? You know what I mean?
I would say a lesson that I learned go the right way. I would just say whenever you're doing business and you're involving other people, just make sure that y'all have a clear understanding of the goals and the mission, and that everything is very transparent. Necessarily, gracefully, I hadn't had just a bad situation, but I will say that just make sure when you're doing business, if you're doing it with a partner or partners, just make sure everybody's very transparent, everything is genuine. Don't be scared to ask questions, and also be respectful and mindful of how you talk to people when you're doing business. Sugar tastes better than salt. So, it's always good to be nice and not be a pushover, but you know what I'm saying? Be respectful.
Right. No, I like that.
What you put out, what you want to receive.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just being respectful, like you said, mindful. That's a really good way to, to put it, because if you're not clear with all your goals and everything that you want to do, then, they might be having some other perspective or some other thing in their head that they want to do that might not be on your priority list. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's why it's good to be transparent. Like, hey, so what's your goals? Where do you see this? How long?
Yeah.
Just, and it's not challenging anybody. It's just making sure that we got an understanding in this. And I'm not expecting nothing of you that you're not trying to present.
Right. No, I feel it. What are some struggles that you went through that, you had to go through that got you here to where you are today?
Man, losing friends, as far as I had a couple friends, or more so brothers, that have passed and gone, to be with the big dog. You know what I'm saying? But they still living through us. But that was probably one of the most challenging things, probably one of the more challenging things in my life, especially when my friend when my friend Doug passed away, because he the one that actually brought me to the studio, and he was we was part of the same movement. We was all rappers together. You know what I'm saying? We weren't a group, but we we all. It was a team, and he just meant a lot to our team and a lot to me, and I, that was probably the most challenging.
Right. Yeah, man.
He's just losing brothers. I done lost 5 or 6 people that I really grew up with.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But you go through that shit, and I guess, I mean, how does it make you, how does it motivate you? Does it motivate you to pursue this shit, to take it to where they would have wanted you to take it?
Yeah, most definitely, because everybody that I lost believed in this. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that we lost, like was actually was here at a point and believed in the music and knew what the goal was and believed that the outcome would be. Everybody believed that the outcome would be success. And everybody truly believed in what we do since years ago, you know what I'm saying? Since day one, you know what I'm saying? And for them not to be here, I just feel like, you know, I gotta keep going and make sure that what we believed in all that we worked for was not in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want all the things to believe, to prove to myself, but to believe in us, prove to them that they wasn't wrong for believing in us and that they was right.
Yeah. And you damn sure are doing that. You're on the fucking, you are on the success path. That's for damn sure, man. I mean, look at all the shit you have done, you know, and you've been doing this shit for, you know, since 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look how far you've gone, you know. I mean, especially with the recent shit with JStone. I mean, that shit really
Yeah.
blew up, you know what I'm saying? So you're definitely doing the right shit, man. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy how far you taking it. You know, because when I was doing the research, you know, I looked at your old songs from 7 years ago to today, you
Yeah.
know, and it's just like you can see the progress. You know what I mean? There's definitely progress with everybody, you know, and you can definitely see it. And I really fuck with it, you know.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I told you, as long as we do better, everything gets better, man. That's you want to take, you know, steps, progress, man. So we, as long as we progress, and then we, you know what I'm saying, we in a good space.
Right. How do you invest in yourself?
Man,
This should be an easy one.
yeah, it should first, it starts with the energy, you know what I'm saying, and the action. I invest in myself by doing things to better myself. Um, I invest in myself, of course, financially, taking, you know, my own funds, and buying my own studio equipment. You know what I'm saying, and paying for all my stuff musically. That way, when it's time to receive the fruits of my labor, you know, I'll be the one in position to receive that. And just, you know, like I said, investing the energy and the time, like focusing on my craft. That's investing in myself, spending time writing music, spending time um, coming up with designs for merchandise, spending time uh, paying for ads, you know, going on in marketing and targeting locations and places myself, you know what I'm saying? And putting those promotions out. You know, that's all investing in myself. Me paying the videographer to shoot my videos, you know what I'm saying? That's me investing in myself, you know, paying for design, making sure I got a good photo cover for my mixtapes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Paying the designers and, you know, just things of that nature. That's how I'm investing in myself.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, that's really how you break it down, you know, because it takes time, it takes money, it takes learning knowledge, you know what I mean? And it takes carrying a notebook or your phone around and coming up with these ideas, you know, because I know your ideas, they got to be coming in your head all throughout the whole day, you know what I'm saying? While you
Yeah.
out and about, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, fuck, let me write this down, you know. That's what I do, you know what I mean? That because if even if the song, like say it's just, you know, some lyric or just something that might come to your head, you know, it might not be nothing like right now, you know, but if you don't write it down, you know what I mean, you just kind of forget it, you know what I mean? And you're like, fuck, what was that? You know, I mean, I'd definitely be having that kind of shit happen to me, you know, with, you know, the interviews or the new designs or whatever the fuck. But, you know, I mean, because even if it's something little that you might not think is worth it right now, you know, it'll have its place and time eventually, you know, and at least you wrote it down so you don't forget the motherfucker, you know?
That's a fact.
What motivates you to do what you do every day?
Just I'll say just pure determination, just to to really succeed. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's the bottom line. Success, and not just for me. When I say success, I mean like being able to change the lives of people around me, being able to impact other people in a successful way. You know, success to me is when I didn't move my mom and my mom can do whatever she want to do, whatever she need to do. My family good, the people around me, everybody is good. I'm working every day. I'm praying every day. Like that's what motivates me, just to get to that point and be the person that I'm supposed to be where I know I'm supposed to be.
Hell yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. Oops, my bad. No, I really like that one. Damn phone. But we're 10 years ago today, where did you think you'd be at right now with life?
Shit. I thought I know I'd be chasing my dream, doing something not regular, you know,
Right.
doing what I'm doing. I can't say specifically, or you always got higher goals for yourself, but I would definitely say that if 10 years from now, I always saw myself winning and being in a position to win and being blessed, period. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I like that one. What do you do with like a loss? Like say you take an L on something. You know what I mean?
it's a lesson. That's it. We can't do nothing. We can't do much with it. It ain't no sense in, making it of course you might be mad about it or sad about it, whatever the case may be temporarily, but tomorrow is a new day, and then that was yesterday. It is what it is. Now it's time to find out how to win. Like, we ain't got time to harp over the losses. Like, that's done with, So I'm like, don't cry over spilled milk. It's already on the floor. Like, clean it up, and the less time we can worry about this, the more time we got to move forward.
Right.
That's truly how I look at the losses. They lessons, period.
Damn. I never heard that milk reference. I'll fuck with that. I like that. That's a good way to look at it, though.
Don't cry. Instead of looking at the cup half empty, look at it half full.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You spilled the milk, man. It could have been some $100 tequila or something. Or just look at things. It could always be worse.
Right. No, for sure. That's a good way to look at shit. Not dwell on it and move on and learn how to not fucking do that again. Prevent it. You know what I mean? Try to avoid that shit.
Thanks, man. You might have lost $20, but somebody ain't had $20 in 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you got? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I just say it can always be worse.
Right. What do you got coming, I guess, in the near future?
Well, a couple videos gonna drop. We got I'm finna start working on a new project, like I was telling you about, for So South. I'm doing a distribution deal with them, so I'm gonna go ahead and put out a new album probably within the next 2 months, maybe.
Damn, that's gonna be
already. I usually don't do this but I mean, hey, we keep doing it. Hopefully, my fans will still keep digesting all the music that we put out.
Yeah, no, that's cool as fuck, man. You got any shows or anything coming?
Oh yeah, December 4th. I'm gonna be in Baltimore, Maryland, doing a show out there with Roddy Racks, and then December 15th, I'm doing a show in Houston. Me and JStone.
Oh shit, yeah, I seen that. That's gonna be a dope ass fucking show, dude. Because you guys probably perform all your fucking songs you got together.
Probably so. Yeah, we're probably gonna do a couple songs. So
yeah,
it's definitely gonna be dope.
Hell yeah, man. Well, you got anything else you wanted to leave for the people before we wrap it up?
Man, y'all just go follow me at GP_45 on Instagram. Y'all can go download, stream my music. All you got to do is type in GP/5 on any platform. And yeah, man, just go follow me, keep up with me, follow me on this journey. Help support if you can, any way you can, even if it's just by sharing music, listening to it, purchasing merch, whatever you can afford to do. I appreciate it, and I promise I won't let y'all down, all the people that believe in me. And yeah, keep going first, and let's keep putting our best foot forward. And yeah, let's just keep trying to do stuff that we could be proud of, and that, that's reputable, and that we know that, it aligns with our purpose in life.
Right. I like that, man. Well, thank you so much again for coming on and taking out an hour of your day and, coming on, man,
Oh,
and
no,
dropping some
thank
game,
you for
man.
having,
Hell
thank you for
yeah.
having me, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at Lyra Belly too.
Okay. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that shit. That'd be a dope ass one for sure.
Nah, for sure, I got you.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you again. I appreciate it. I'll let you know when this shit drops. I mean, probably in a week, whenever you want it. I mean, as soon as possible, you know what I mean?
Yeah, do your thing, bro. Whenever you're ready,
Okay.
I'm ready to support it.
Hell yeah, I'll send you the link and everything, a little mini clip, and if you want, you can post it on your social media, whatever.
Let's do it.
All right, for sure, man. Well, thank you again, man. I appreciate you.
No problem, brother. Appreciate you too.
Great meeting you, man.
All right, same to you, brother. Peace.
See you, man.